So let's discuss next problem in classical mechanics. So a particle of mass m thrown vertically upwards with initial speed v0 encounters a floating suspension of dust particles which resists its motion with a force equal to mkv, where k is a constant and v is the speed of the particle. How high does the particle rise, and find the time taken to reach that height. So in the question it was asked a particle. So let this is be the particle. It has been thrown up. This particle has been thrown up with initial velocity v0 from the ground, and it is moving upwards now, and it is moving in suspension of dust particles, and they will resist its motion. So actually if we see, if the particle is somewhere in the middle here, so what are all the forces would be acting on this particle is gravitational force would be acting downwards, but the particle is moving in upward direction. Actually the motion of the particle is in upward direction, but gravity acts downwards. And here it is given that this suspension of dust particles is there, so they are resisting its motion. So as the motion is in upward direction, so gravitational force, that is mg, and as the motion is in upward direction, so its opposition would be in this direction. So as these suspensions are opposing the motion of this particle, so they would apply force, and it is given as in the question mkv. So the particle is moving upwards, but while moving upwards, what are all the forces acting on the particle is gravitational force vertically downwards in opposite direction to its motion, and as also this uh, force offered by the suspension of dust particles, so mkv, that is also in opposite direction. So these particles are resisting the motion of this particle, this suspension particle. So it is also in opposite direction to its motion. So how we would get the equation of motion is, so here we would get equation of motion of the particle in this manner. So force is equals to ma, is nothing but m into a in the place of a is nothing but acceleration, rate of change of velocity. So m dv by dt, ma is nothing but minus mg, because gravitational force is acting downwards but the particle is moving upwards, so minus mg, and this force offered by floating suspension of dust particles, so minus kmv, because the particle is moving upward direction, resistance to it is in downward direction, so hence we are having minus minus for both the forces. So these are all the forces acting on it, which produces deceleration in the particle. Deceleration is nothing but negative acceleration, hence we are having negative signs here. So force is nothing but ma. So this is the equation of motion of this particle. Now what we have to do is, here m is common, so we can take m common, it would get cancelled from left hand side and right hand side, and what would remain is dv by dt minus kv and minus g. So what we have to do is, let this minus g be here, we have to send this kv to this side, so we have sent this kv to that side. So actually what we are doing is taking v terms to a side, and next thing is what we have to do is, here in the next step, this equation can be represented in this form also, this same equation, this is another form of this equation. And next what we have to do is, we need to send this g this side, so kv plus g, so kv plus g, and this dv by dt this side, so here it is plus, so on going to that side it would become minus, so we would get this form, equation of this form, after sending this g this side and minus, and this dv by dt that side. So this is the equation. Now here we have to send dt to this side and kv plus g to this side. So here it is dividing, dt is dividing, so on going to that side it would get multiplied with this kv plus g, As here dt into kv plus g, it is getting multiplied on moving to this side, it would get divided. So hence we would have dv by kv plus g is equals to minus dt by sending this minus sign this side. So this is the overall equation after the calculation. So now what we have to do is integrating on both sides. So while integrating, what we have to do is multiplying with k on both sides. So first we have to apply integration. Here if we see, it is of the form 1 by f of x dx. So actually integration of 1 by f of x into f dash of x dx is equals to ln of f of x. So here the function is of the form kv plus g 1 by f of x, f of v it is. So here we should have f dash of v dv. So what is f dash of v? Your function is nothing but kv plus g. So differentiation this term, what we would get, k into dv plus 0, because differentiation of g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. It is a constant. So k dv, we would have k dv. But here we are having only dv. So what we have to do, we have to multiply both sides of this equation with k. So into k into k. So what we will, so then we would have integration of k 1 by kv plus g into k dv. So integration of k dv by kv plus g. So that is nothing but differentiation of kv plus g is nothing but k dv. So now we can apply easily the formula ln of f of x, that is ln of kv plus g. So here in the denominator we are having kv plus g. So that one we would get after multiplying with k and integrating. So here also again on multiplying with k, what we would get, minus k dt. So after integration, k is nothing but a constant, so it has to be taken aside. So integration of dt is nothing but t. So minus kt plus a, this is constant of integration, and where a is a constant of integration. So at t equals to 0, v is equals to v0. So this is the initial condition. So initially the particle was thrown with velocity v0 from the ground. So v0. So at the time of starting time, when the time is 0, the particle is having velocity has v0. So we need to substitute this condition in this equation. So on substituting t equals to 0, what we would get, this term would become 0. So we would have a. So a is equals to k. So at t equals to 0, v is equals to v0. So ln k v0 plus g is equals to a. So a is nothing but ln k v0 plus g. So we have, finally we would have a value for a. So this value we need to substitute in this equation, again the same equation. So on substituting, what we would have, ln kv plus g is also minus kt plus ln kv0 plus g. So here also ln, here also ln. So what we would do is send this ln kv0 plus g to this side. So finally what we would have is ln kv plus g minus ln kv0 plus g. So we know that ln of a minus log b is equal to log of a by b. So log of kv plus g by kv0 plus g, kv plus g by kv0 plus g is equals to a minus kt, because in the place of a we have substituted this and we have finally sent to that side. So after applying the formula, log of a minus log b is equals to log of a by b. So we would have log of kv plus g by kv0 plus g is equals to minus kt. So again what we have to do is log x is equals to k is nothing but x is equals to e power k. So in the same way we are having ln of kv plus g by kv0 plus g is equals to minus kt after simplification. So we need to send this log that side. So finally what we would have is kv plus g by kv0 plus g, sending this log this side based on this formula e power minus kt. And next thing is, so what we have to do is send this kv0 plus g to this side. So here it is dividing, here it would get multiplied kv0 plus g, and next this plus g has to be sent to this side. So we would have minus g. So again what we have to do is dividing, here we are having kv. So the dividing with kV on both side, that is sorry, k on both side, we need to do dividing by k. So after dividing we will get this. So actually we were having this term. So now we need to send this kV naught plus g that side, kV naught plus g e power minus kt, and this g to that side. Here it is adding, here it goes, it would get subtraction, kV naught plus g into e power minus kt minus g. Now what we have to do is dividing by with k on both sides. So what we would get, kV by k, kV naught plus g e power minus kt by k minus g by k. So here k would get cancelled, v is also here k, we have to divide it. So here, so kV naught by k is nothing but v naught plus g by k e power minus kt minus g by k. So this is the thing, we would get v in the place of v. So this is the thing we have got there after simplification. So we have to perform simplification in this form. And next thing is at the maximum height h, v is equals to 0 and let time taken be t. So what the thing is, after reaching a certain height, the particle would stop going, just as if we throw stone. After reaching a maximum height, it would stop at that particular time. So velocity of the stone becomes 0. So at the maximum height, in the same manner, velocity of the particle becomes 0 and let the time taken be t. So that is the time taken by the particle to reach that maximum height be t. We have to assume in that manner. So what we would have is, we need to substitute in this equation. So v equals to 0. So v equals to 0 and time. So from starting time to till this t time, the particle would reach the maximum height. So that is the thing we have to find here. So how high does the particle go and find the time taken to reach that height. So we have to find time taken and height also. So at the maximum height, velocity is 0. So this v would become 0. So finally what we would have, this gk would be sent to this side. So g by k, that is g by k, sorry. So g by k would be sent to this side, this one would become 0. So v naught plus g by k e power minus kt. Time is nothing but time taken to reach the maximum height. So on simplification we would get this. So this is the thing we are having. So we need to simplify this. So let's take LCM over here. So g by k. So kv naught plus g by k e power minus kt. So cancelling kk on both sides. Now what we have to do is send this g this side, and here it is nothing but e power minus kt, that is nothing but 1 by e power kt. So this would, if we send this side, e power kt, and this g to this side, kv naught plus g by g. So after simplification, so e power kt is nothing but v naught by kv naught by g plus 1. Or if we want, we can keep this like that only. If we apply logarithm on both sides, so log of e power kt is nothing but kt. So log of e power x is nothing but x. So like that, kt, applying logarithm on both sides, what we would get is kt is equals to ln of kv naught plus g by g. So t, what we have to find is t. T is nothing but 1 by k ln of kv naught plus g by g. So this is the thing we are having here. So after simplification as shown, we would get this. T is nothing but 1 by k ln kv naught plus g by g. So next thing is, in order to find the maximum height, it is better to express the equation of motion in the form. So in order to find maximum height, they are saying, so this same equation, after simplification of this first equation, we have got this equation. So that same equation we have to take again the same, dv by dt plus kv. So dv by dt plus kv is equals to minus g. So the same equation. Now what we have to do here is, into dx by dx, here into dx by dx. So dx by dt, we would have dx by dt, that is nothing but v, and dv, and in the new denominator 1 dx. So we would have this. So multiplication into dx by dx. So dx by dt, v dv by dx, plus kv is equals to minus g. So now what we have to do is kv plus g. We have to send this g this side and this v dv by dx that side. So it would become minus v dv by dx. And next is we have to send this dx this side and v dv by kv plus g. v dv by kv plus g, this minus also this side. So or else multiplying with minus on both sides. So minus plus it would become, so dx minus dx, dx here in the new denominator, so it would go this side. So minus dx here, v dv by kv plus g. So like this we would have. So now we have to do simplification over here. So here what we have to do is multiplying with k on both sides. So kv dv by kv plus g, because here we are having kv, here there is only v. So minus k dx. Now what we have to do here is kv plus g minus g, here plus g plus g plus g minus g would get cancelled. Again we would get kv dv by kv plus g is also minus k dx. Now we need to divide this. So kv plus g by kv plus g minus g by kv plus g into dv is equal to minus k dx. So finally 1, so 1 into dv minus g dv by kv plus g is equal to minus k dx. So this is the final equation we would have. So after simplification we are having this final equation. So we have to perform simplification in that manner. And so after integration of this equation, that is this equation, integrating on both sides we have to do. So integration of dv is nothing but v, and integration here again the same thing. So in the denominator we are having kv plus g. So here kv plus g. So what we have to do is into k by k. So g by k, k dv. So differentiation of kv plus g is nothing but k dv. So again the same integration of k dv by kv plus g, that is nothing but ln of kv plus g. So differentiation of this function is nothing but k dv. So ln of kv plus g, and here integration minus k into integration of dx is nothing but minus kx and plus k. This is nothing but constant of integration, where a is a constant of integration. So so this is the another equation we are getting. So at x equals to 0, v equals to v naught. So initially we have sent that particle from the ground surface. So x is 0 from the ground and with velocity v naught. So at x equals to 0, v equals to v naught. So on substituting this in this equation, what we would get? X equals to 0 means minus k into 0, 0. So we would have a is equals to, so here v is nothing but v naught. At x equals to 0, v is v naught. So this term would vanish and v naught in the place of v naught minus g by k v naught plus g is nothing but a. And at maximum height reached by the particle, velocity, so at the maximum height velocity of the particle would become 0. So substituting this in this equation, what we will get is v is 0. So v 0, here also 0, minus g by k ln g, minus g by k ln g, and minus kh plus a, because at the maximum height. So at x equals to h, v equals to 0, minus kh 0 minus g by k ln v ln g, ln g. So we would have, when substituting this condition in this equation, you will get this term. So from here a is nothing but sending this kh that side, kh minus g by k ln g, kh minus g by k ln g. So this thing has to be substituted in this equation, kh minus g by k ln g. So substituting this over here, so kh minus g by k ln g. So here this is also minus g by k, here also minus g by k, and here also ln, here also ln. So we need to send this to this side. So what we would get, kh is equal to v naught minus g by k ln k v naught plus g by k ln g. So on taking minus g by k common, what we would get is ln k v naught plus g minus ln g after sending this to this side. So finally, that is nothing but ln a minus ln b. That is only ln of a by b. So ln of a by b. So in the place of a, we are having k v naught plus g, and b g. So after this, sending this term to this side. So here it is minus. On sending here, it would become plus. So on taking minus g by k, here we would have plus, and here we would have minus. So from that, ln a minus ln b, ln of a by b. So that term. So minus g by k common. So like this, after simplification, we would have kh as this. So what we need is maximum height reached. So this can be obtained by sending this k this side. So that is nothing but dividing with k on both sides. So v naught is there, so v naught by k minus g by k, already 1k is there. Again dividing with k, g by k is nothing but g by k square. So ln of k v naught plus g by g. So this is the maximum height reached by the particle, and this is the time taken by the particle to reach that maximum height. So what they have asked in the question is, how high does the particle rise and time taken. So we have found the time taken and height reached by the particle. So this is the problem and its simplification. So thank you.